Hi everybody and welcome back to some more MXGP 2019 here on this channel. I'm KPG-GOONER here and welcome to part number 1 of my career walkthrough. Yes, we're going to start the career once again. I'm going to reset it because I did do a first impression video where we did do the race in Argentina, but I didn't change any of the options. So I'm going to do that now. I'm going to move it up to hard. I have been told by a lot of people that realistic is unbelievably tough. So we're going to put it on hard first and see how we go. But if I start winning races easily on hard, I'll put it up to realistic. But I want to gently bring myself into it. So let's get straight into today's episode. Really looking forward to this. I hope you join me on this awesome career. So let's get straight into it. So here we go. Right, so let's get straight into the first race of this MX2 season. Now, I've added qualifying now, so we've got 2 races and we've also got the qualifying. That's why I shortened the races, so I can get a lot more gameplay in, so we can do the qualifying. And if I make any adjustments, I will share that in the video as well. That's the reason why I wanted to add qualifying. So let's get straight into the qualifying. Let's see how quick the AI are on hard. We've only got 5 minutes of qualifying on the shorter races, so let's get straight into it and see if we can get a decent time. So here we go. Right, let's see if we can actually put a lap in without crashing. We've only got just over 3 minutes because it is only a short qualifying. And the fastest time put in so far is a 1:34.5, so let's see if we can get close to that. I think we were only putting 1:37s in that first race that we did in the first impressions video, so we definitely need to up our level if we want to compete with the AI on hard. But I have been told that the AI are very quick on realistic, so as we get through the career and we do end up on realistic, it's going to be a real battle and a challenge, but we want the difficulty to be a lot harder. And I've heard that the AI make more mistakes as well, which is good, a little bit more realistic, and that is what I like to hear. Right, let's see if we can just get through here nice and quick. Oh, that's unusual. The AI are not normally that quick through that section, so that's a good sign. So putting the level up has shown some difference. Let's see if we can catch up with this ride in front. Now, I'm not expecting to get a really fast time in, and I might, as soon as I get a lap time in, I'll just start the race. I just wanted to see the difference in the times that the AI can put in on the harder level. And like I said at the start of the video, I will share any setup tips or anything that I change. And but I'm not going to change too much as the bike is stock at the moment, and I'm still sort of like getting used to the game. And yeah, it does feel a lot better than it did on MXGP Pro, and it's also a lot harder. I'm actually crashing a lot more on this game, and I don't think it's because the game isn't better. It's just a lot more. Well, it's less forgiving, shall I say. Right, that's not too bad around that turn. Oh, that was a 1:35. That's not too bad. Right, so that is qualifying over, and the fastest time was a 1:33, so we were about 3 seconds off the pace. We're going to really have to up our level in the race, but we've got 2 races to try and get some decent points, so let's get straight into it. So here we go. Right, so here we go with the first race in this MX2 season in Argentina. Let's see if we can have a decent gate drop here. And we just dropped the clutch a little bit late there. A little bit slow out the blocks, but let's try and take a decent line into this first corner and try and take a few places. Don't forget we qualified in 19th, so we definitely were a little bit off the pace, about 3 seconds off the pace. So we need to stick with the faster riders as long as we can on this first lap, and that's not too bad through there. We've managed to gain another couple of places up to P7, going down the outside up to P4. Oh, this is a really good start here, and let's see if we can get through this section without any problems. And take an inside line, go down the inside of a rider. Oh, got kind of across another rider. That's a bit risky. We don't want to get taken off early on here. And we've moved up to P2, and we go straight into a battle with another Brit here. Can we take the inside? Oh my dear Lord, how the hell did I stay on there? But I did, and we're into first place. And this is a perfect start. But I know that I do make a lot of mistakes. I'm still learning the game, and I did crash quite a few times in that qualifying session, and I did make a few mistakes in my first impressions video around here. So there's still a long way to go. And we've also got 2 races, so let's see if we can get some decent points on the board. Remember, it's all about getting the highest scored in the 2 races, and we're not going to be able to pull away, I don't think. We don't have the pace on this stock bike, but as we go through the races, we will keep earning credits, we can improve the bike, and hopefully we'll be a little bit quicker. It's a bit slow through there, just trying to coast through that turn, and that is the first lap out the way. So it's looking like this race is going to be 2 races of 4 laps, so it's going to be tough to get the most points, but at the moment we're leading this first race, which is unbelievable. I don't know whether there's been a few crashes behind, and that's the reason why I've managed just to pull away, but I'm not going to complain. Let's just try and not make any mistakes. It's nicely done through there again. This seemed to be a good section for us, and that's nice and tight through there, just trying to keep that balance of throttle and brake. And I seem to use a little bit more front brake than I do back brake. I find when I used to, oh god, don't make a mistake, using too much back brake is what's caused me to come off quite a few times. It's just getting that balance and getting used to a new game. It takes a while. Almost lost the rear then. Let's be careful. I'm finding that this bike does oversteer quite a bit, so let's try not to steer too much into the turns. That's nicely done through there, and we're just getting a little bit of breathing space between us and second, just over a second gap. Oh god, that was a bit of a mistake there. Let's try not to ruin it. Oh, he's right behind now. Let's see if we can just hug the inside. I want to get run off. And we've got 2 more laps to go, and we're still holding on to that first position. And it's going to be it's going to be a battle to the end. It really is. The fastest time is, so the race so far is running a lot slower than the qualifying, so the best time is only a 1:36, but let's see if we can just pull away from these riders behind if we can. It's nicely done around there. This has just been the perfect start. This is what you need. I don't think it'd be as smooth running as this when we go into the second race in Great Britain, because that circuit is just very difficult, and it's a much longer circuit as well, and we don't know what weather we're going to get either. No, in Great Britain it'll probably be raining. It's not too bad around that turn. This is a difficult one. Just keep it steady, try not to hold the clutch in too much. Just managed to maintain that lead. We've still got a rider about a second or so behind us. Might get it turned. Oh, damn, get on the circuit. Oh no, it reset me. Oh, that's what I mean. This game is not very forgiving. If you go off the circuits like that, you get reset. So you've got to be so careful. And sometimes it gives you a countdown, but that I think was more of a, it thought I was going to cut the corner. I didn't mean to turn in so early there, but yeah, we didn't lose too many positions. We're still in third. Let's see if we can hold on to that at least. But yeah, one mistake, and I've dropped 2 positions. So yeah, it's going to be a bit of a tough battle to catch these 2. But I'm going to try. Catch up with this guy in front, Evans. At least that will be good. Just remember it's 2 races, so we've got another race after this. Let's just try and keep it steady through there. That's not too bad. We're starting to close in on second, which is good. And can we take it inside? Oh, we've managed to overtake him. Right, can we take first place? No, we didn't have the speed through that turn, but we've got an opportunity here. If we can finish strong, we might be able to win it. And that was not too bad. Just remember that rider's not far behind us, so it's going to be still a little bit of a battle. Oh, can we? Oh no, he's holding firm. He's put us on the outside. No, he's taking the inside again. Let's see if we can get him on this final sector. This next couple of corners are very tough, and we've Managed. Oh no, just couldn't get the drive. Oh no, we've got someone coming in the inside. Let's be careful we don't lose position. And oh no, we went in the boggy area. That slowed us down. And no, we're not going to take first, but we managed to hold on to second. And that was a really good race. Apart from that mistake, I'm happy with that. Second place. And I don't really think I should have been there. I really had a good start. That first lap set us up. And we got some decent points. So we go into the next race. Hopefully, keeping our fingers crossed, we can do even better. So let's get straight into it. So here we go. Right, so here we go with race 2. Let's see if we can get another decent result and hopefully end up on the podium. So let's see if we can get a decent gate drop. And we dropped the clutch a little bit earlier that time. Can we get into that first corner and get our first? Yes, we take the whole shot. Oh, that is a really good start. Let's just try and hold a decent line. And we've just been overtaken. But we're up to P2 already. So that is a really good start. And we're back into first place. And let's just try and keep it steady. Let's see if we can have a decent first lap and do the same as we did in the first race, but hopefully without the errors. So let's just try and keep it steady, just making sure that we're going to have no riders come flying in the inside and punt us off. And again, that's nicely done through there. Really enjoying the circuit. Now, it's quite strange because every time I used to race around the circuit on previous MXGP games, it was always raining, but to race around here twice now without it raining is quite odd, but I'm enjoying it. I'm not complaining. Probably going to get that on the next race, and that's not too bad around that turn. Just trying to carry the speed. We've managed to pull away looking on the track map, but there is one rider that's sticking with us, so we've had some really good early pace here. Let's see if we can just maintain it. Much better through. Oh, that was much better through there. And let's try and take it a little bit more through there. Try and stay out the puddles. Again, that is the first lap out of the way. That's been a really good start. Let's see if we can maintain that for 3 laps. Let's get to that turn. No, no, no. He's on the outside. Let's try and hold him off. Let's see if we can just hold that position. And looks like we've got a battle here in the second race. One rider does not want to give up the fight for first place. Let's see if we can battle and hold on to it. I think it was on lap 3 we made the mistake last time, and after that I just oh god, I just made another mistake. Just mucked up the line there. Need to go a little bit tighter into that section. Going down the outside of that little bit of a jump, it does slow you down quite a bit. We almost gave that position back. Managing to get back up to speed. Let's take an outside line. It's nicely done. If you've got this game, let me know what bike you went for in your MX2 career and how you're finding it. I went with the Honda. But I think last time I went with the KTM, and that was a pretty decent bike in the MX2 season. But we can always change teams if this one doesn't work out for us. It's not too bad through there, nicely done. And we need to improve the graphics, get some gear. But hopefully we will get some decent credits if we can get a decent result in this race today. And we've got 2 laps to go, and we're still holding on to the lead. Let's try not to throw it away this time. Just be careful. Took a little bit too much through there. Just felt the back end kick out slightly. Try not to make any mistakes. Just trying to keep an eye on, is he going to come down the inside, is he going to come down the outside? Because I think if he runs me off my bike now, we definitely won't catch him. So, okay, they've gone down the outside of that set. Oh, I've made the same mistake twice, and he is back past. So we've let Garcia get back past us. Let's see if we can get straight back past him. No, not on the outside. We're going to get past him there. Let's just try and stick with him. Going side by side into that turn. But he's still got a better drive out that corner than us. Right, let's try and dive up the inside. And we're back into the lead. No, he's having none of that. Oh, can we hold on to it? And yes, we've managed to make that pass. Oh no! Oh God, made another mistake. And again, as soon as you make a mistake, the AI are straight on it. But it's so tough not to make mistakes, especially when you're trying to learn a game as well. And try and get the inside. And it looks like it's going to be a last lap battle here around this Argentinian circuit. Let's see if we can just push a little bit more. Need to be a little bit quicker. Take that inside. No, didn't have to drive around that turn, and he's starting to pull away. We can't afford to let him get too far ahead. And just trying to claw back that little bit of advantage he's got. Right, let's try and be a little bit quicker through this section here. We need to go a little bit more in the inside this time. Yes, that's what we wanted. And we're back into the lead. Let's see if we can just keep it. Come to the final stages of this race. If we get a win here, that should put us in a decent position. Maybe even win the overall event. Because we got second in the first race. If we can get first, that should put us in the best position. Because I'm pretty sure the guy behind me didn't come first. That last race we would have more points. Let's just try and hold it around there. Oh, we're coming to the final stages. It's looking really, really good here. Oh no, he's coming in the inside. No. Right. Oh no, he's overtaking me. Right, final couple of corners. Let's try and get the inside here. Side by side. Get out the flipping way. I'm going to win this one. No, he's pushed me out of the way. No, he's going to take the win. Oh, can you believe it? Unbelievable. 2 second place finishes on the last couple of corners. Oh, that's so frustrating. But anyway, let's get into the final results. Right, so we got 222 points. That puts us on 44, and we take the win, which is unbelievable in our first race. That can't be a bad start. But yeah, finding it so difficult not to make mistakes, and yeah, I need to get a little bit quicker around some of the turns as well. But it's a learning curve. And in the next episode, we go to Great Britain, so it should be interesting. But it's 17 rounds. There's a long way to go. Anything can happen. And hopefully we've earned some decent credits. I think before we end the episode, let's upgrade something on the bike. I'm not sure how many credits we've earned. Hopefully it's enough to improve something. So let's get straight into that. But yeah, I put a a community post on the channel, and I did ask you whether you wanted to see some of these episodes live. Most people said they just wanted a normal walkthrough, but I will do some sorts of online stuff, maybe some of the other game modes in a live stream if that's what you want to see. But that's how many credits have we got? So we've got just under 5,000 credits. Let's see if we can get something to improve the performance. Let's have a look how much the exhausts are. That's always going to improve. Oh, we can get an Akupovic. That is got to be done. That improves the speed and acceleration. Right, that is the credits done. See, it's going to be a hard, long slog to improve everything on the bike. We still need to improve the graphics, especially if we're going to stay on a custom bike. But like I said, we will improve things as we go. And just having a look at this, you can change all the different colours of the components on the bike. I will do that probably in my spare time. I'm not going to do it right now. And look, you can change all the different components, like the brake levers, the chain colour, the pegs, the clutch cover, all those sort of things you can change the colour of, and I will do that at some point. But this is the end of today's episode. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you are going to join me for this really awesome career on the MXGP 2019 game. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe, leave your comments in the tab below, and I will see you soon for the next episode. hopefully with some really good fast-paced racing. I'll see you very, very soon, guys. Bye-bye.